So probably one of my most memorable stories in real estate was I was working with a family. They were from the South, not super familiar with winter driving, and that'll make sense in a second why that's relevant. But really like this family, like super friendly, always like upbeat. And it was the first snowstorm of the winter, and we were doing a showing. The dad was working, so was the mom and the two boys. They were probably 3 and 6 years old. They always called me Mr. Tyler. I was getting a kick out of that. And so I'm going to show this house at the end of a dirt road, and you had to take a left to get to the house because straight ahead was this kind of like ATV trail, like not much wider than a truck. I called the mom. I was like, hey, just, checking in on you, seeing if you're finding your way. She's like, yep, no problem. I was like, okay, at the end of the road, take a left into the house. She's like, yep, sure, got it. And 5 minutes go by, and I'm kind of like, man, she should be here by now. So I drive out to the main road, and I see tire tracks going up like on this ATV trail. And I'm like, oh no, because they drove a big truck. It was like a 3/4 ton truck. So I start driving down it, and I find her, and she's in the ditch. I had my truck, but no tow straps, anything like that. So I'm like, oh, geez. So I was like, well, let me go find like somebody. And this is like a snowstorm. And there's a house at the end of the road. I went and like knocked on the door. I was like, any chance like you could pull us out? And she's like, the woman, she was like, oh, my husband, I think he's like, he's bobcat hunting in the woods, but I think he's almost finished. And she calls him, and he like meets us out. He shows up, super nice guy. He's got this like Mad Max looking like woods truck, hauls her right out. Boys are laughing the whole time. This was like the greatest adventure for him. Moms, chuckling about it. We all had a good laugh. Like I had a little bit of cash in my wallet, and tossed the guy some money. And that was just always like a funny memory and intro to their, Maine life, coming from the South. So that one always stuck out in my mind. I kind of remember it every winter, but yeah.